Grant Wall here with Brian Strauss in Sao Paulo at the World Cup ahead of USA-Belgium in the round of 16 on Tuesday. Lots to talk about here, Brian. One of the things is, will Jozy Altidore play in this game? We've seen him training, running, or at least running around the edge of the field. We haven't seen him training at full speed yet. I don't see him playing 90 minutes by any means, but if he is able to play 30, 60, how would that impact how the U.S. plays?
If he does come on, it's going to be situational. He'll be coming on with 20, 30 minutes to go because the U.S. needs a goal. What they've done the past two games is play with Clint Dempsey as sort of that lone forward, but he's a bit different than Altidore. He doesn't play as high. He's kind of prone to sort of facing the midfield, coming back, trying to hunt the ball a little bit. And if Vincent Kompany doesn't play for Belgium and Altidore is ready to go, Jurgen Klinsmann might think that he has a matchup advantage there and might put him in with 20, 30 minutes left if the U.S. needs a goal to send it into extra time.
You know, Belgium might actually have more injury concerns than the U.S., really, because Vincent Kompany is their captain. He's the central defender, captain for Manchester City. Tremendous player, but he's got a groin issue and may not play in this game. Thomas Vermaelen, another defender for them, injured, may not play in this game. Anthony van den Boer is out for the tournament with a broken leg. So Belgium's dealing with stuff. Obviously, they're a deep team, though, and so I guess one question, while we're on the back line, one problem, weakness with Belgium is that their fullbacks are actually center backs, and that makes them potentially susceptible to a guy like Fabian Johnson getting down the right flank.
I talked to Sasha Kljestan earlier today, of course, a member of the U.S. national team, not here in Brazil, but also a player on Anderlecht, the three-time reigning Belgian champions. We talked a little bit about soccer in Belgium and the strengths and weaknesses of this team, and he said exactly that. He said if Belgium has a weak spot, it is their outside defenders, and it's going to be interesting to see Fabian Johnson both try to contain Eden Hazard and pick his spots to go forward and perhaps exploit the outside backs for Belgium.
One advantage I think the U.S. really has here against Belgium is the U.S. has played in tournaments in recent years. The Gold Cup last year, the World Cup in 2010. They have several guys who've been in these types of occasions in win or go home games. And Belgium hasn't played in a major tournament of any sort, not a Euro, not a World Cup since 2002. Yep. And I think that could be tough for them to be experiencing this kind of a situation for the first time.
The U.S. has experience in these games, but they haven't won them. The only time the U.S. has won a knockout round game in a World Cup was against Mexico. And not to demean the accomplishment, but every American is going to believe that they can beat Mexico on a neutral site. When they've been playing teams from outside CONCACAF, they've gotten beaten. Yes, Belgium doesn't have that international tournament experience, but all these guys play in the Champions League. All these guys are used to high-pressure, knockout-type games. The Champions League at the club level is probably just as tough as the World Cup. So I don't think any of the U.S. guys, it may benefit them, but I don't think they're counting on that against a team with players who are as experienced as the Belgians.
U.S. team has already arrived in Salvador. We're joining them on Monday. Big game on Tuesday.